Hi, everybody, and thank you for joining us for the Global Snapshot for the month of May. It's always a pleasure and honor talking to you and meet you once a month. It's our time, I believe, is our time meeting together and hear your comment and hear your prayers and your concerns. It's very important. I want you to understand that the only reason why we do this broadcast, and I do understand that sometimes is a very boring broadcast, but the only reason why we keep doing it is because we want to hear from you. We want your comments. We consider you a partner in One Free World International. So it's extremely important that we hear from you. It's extremely important that we hear if you have concerns, if you have prayers. We are always there for you when you need us. Make no mistake about that. One Free World International will not exist without people like you behind us, standing, supporting, praying. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. The news that we'll share with you today definitely is a positive news when it comes to our steps that we're taking, to fight for human rights all across the world. We start with the Uyghur genocide, and we all know about the Uyghur genocide, of course, that's taking place right now in China. It's really interesting to see how the world, when it comes to the human right in China, is very silent. And I believe that we cannot sell our dignity and our human rights with a sign dollar, with a dollar sign. I understand how important China when it comes to economic benefits, but you cannot put price on human rights. You cannot put price on our value and principles. Up till now, we still have a Canadian citizen being arrested in China, being faced trial that is a fake trial, or as they call it, Congo trial. And until now, our Canadian government, with my all due respect, I don't believe that they are doing enough. China became our moral dilemma. When we're talking about China, we're talking about the human right, not just against the Uyghurs, but the Falun Gongs, the Tibetans, the Christians, and almost every minority, including against the people of China themselves. Our problem not with the Chinese people, but with the Chinese government and the communist regime taking place there. Today, we communicated with the State Department in Washington, D.C., and we will have a briefing about the human right in China and with the Uyghur community, with some of the witnesses that will be joining that used to be in the concentration camp. So we are arranging that, and we are leading this effort, and in order to keep the dialogue with the new administration in the United States, Joe Biden new administration, and we're hoping to see the new administration working strongly on the issues in China. Now, our engagement with any administration or any government is definitely a must. Doesn't matter what's their background or their political beliefs. We have to get engaged as a Christians. We have to get engaged as a believers. We have to get engaged as a human. We have to get engaged as people that we believe in human rights. So it doesn't matter what administration. It doesn't matter who's the prime minister, who's the president, who's the foreign affairs minister, who's the secretary of state. We have to engage, and I encourage you that you use your voice to send emails to your prime minister or to your president or to your foreign affairs minister or to your secretary of state. Is extremely important that we sound and we echo the importance of human rights and the value of our principles. Moving to the next step is the situation in the Middle East. As we continue our operation in the Middle East, I want to share with you a very beautiful story. One of our survivors by the name Adiba, you may saw her a lot in many of our videos, and we can see today she went back to Iraq for the last 3-4 months, and she was able to help her own community. And this is a beautiful example of a person used to be a victim, a person that was kidnapped by ISIS, was tortured by ISIS, lost all her family. It was a horrible situation. And we can see the victory process, that now she's returning back again She came here to Canada as a refugee. She became resident of Canada, and she started to volunteer in our organization. And now we can see her going back again to Iraq to help her people and to give them humanitarian aid and support. And this is the victory. She moved from being a victim to being a victor. And we are all very proud of her. We are all very proud of her team in Iraq. And we support her and become one Free World International team. And this is our legacy. Our legacy is not only that we are helping others in Iraq or Syria. Our legacy that we create local groups that will be able to stand up on their feet and to help the community to be able to recover. Canada cannot take all refugees around the world. Canada and United States, and we cannot take all the refugees, but we can help them on the ground, and in order to be able to rise from the ashes of the defeat and to be able to stand strong, to fight for their rights, and to be able to rise up and to create their society again, and to be able to not just help themselves, but help themselves and help others. So I thank you for your support, because your support makes this possible. And I encourage you to continue this support so we'll be able to help more the minorities in Iraq and in Syria, and to be able to stand firm and strong in saving girls, sending humanitarian aid, sending medical support. So your support is the lifeline for these operations, and I want to thank you for that in advance. In last piece of news, our continuous working with the Armenian community and the Armenian government and the Armenian communities in Armenia and here in Canada. The genocide is real, and we want to thank the American president for recently recognized the Armenian genocide in his speech, in his last speech when it came their 106th anniversary for genocide. But recognizing the genocide is not everything, and it will not solve the problem, because this genocide will still continue, and the people in Armenia and Karabakh still need the help. And let's be honest, the genocide is not just something happened 106 years ago and stopped. When we are watching right now what's happening in Karabakh, from hurting the Azerbaijanis, hurting the community, the Armenian community, raping them, destroying their churches, turning them to a mosque, committing war crimes, attacking civilian areas, using forbidden weapons. Where are we? Where are we? We have to do something. Human rights does not expire. War crimes does not expire. There is no expiry date. They have to come to a justice. They have to be presented to justice. The leadership of Azerbaijan and the Turks that's supporting them, the Turkish government that's supporting them, have to be presented to the international court. We cannot remain silent, and we have to advocate on behalf of the Karabakhi people for them to get international recognition and to receive more of the international support, because the need is still there. The need is still there. Funny story, recently a magazine, an Armenian magazine, a very well-known Armenian media outlet, published a story about our effort in Armenia and especially Karabakh. And shortly after, there was an attempt of hacking my phone. And we believe that the numbers that was trying to hack my phone was from Azerbaijan. So for all our Azerbaijani friends that listening to our podcast right now, we will not stop supporting the Armenians and the Karabakhi people. If the allegation is true, and you did try to hack our phone and our electronic devices, I just want to tell you that we have nothing to hide. Try to hack it as you wish. We have nothing to hide. Maybe you will learn something from us. And the most important thing that we want you to learn from us, number one, that we will not give up on the Armenian people and the Karabakhi people. Number two, we always will love everybody, even our enemy, and we will always pray for you. And number three, 106 years ago, you tried to kill all Armenian people. You didn't succeed. What you tried to do 106 years ago and you didn't succeed, you will not succeed today. So we thank you all for joining us in this broadcast. We continue praying for you. We continue praying for your safety and your family safety in this difficult time. And I know that this has been affecting us financially, socially, but keep your faith up. And I know that this storm will be past. The Bible said, when the storm have swept by, the wicked are gone, but the righteous have to stand strong forever. As you are standing with us, we're standing with you. And we're both standing with God. Thank you and see you next month. God bless.